Howdy, partners.
Welcome back to the only thing I do on YouTube. This year it is the 2019 IEM KATOWICE major for Counter-Strike, and I did the first PICKEM video, but it was really bad. It was like a 2-minute video because I just woke up from a nap and I was like, I'll do this, I guess. And so I did it, but these were like my actual picks. Like, I wasn't picking them when I was half dead. I actually thought about these and thought that they'd be good, and it ended up only being 3 out of the 9 possible. I don't think I could have done worse. This is the worst I've seen as far as YouTube and points go, I'm pretty sure. So that's not good, because now I cannot get that juicy diamond, getting all those right. But I would be okay with gold, so we're just gonna keep going with it. And so we need to step up from these 3 out of 9. My ends pick was almost right. They were 2-0 playing against Renegades and lost both maps very closely, but lost both of them. And Fnatic, I mean, obviously you watched it. Vega just weren't there. The one major I choose them, like my first major that I've chose them to make it, they didn't. I mean, of course. Tyloo, a little sad considering they started 2-0 and then lost every best of 3. And then Greyhound, my bad on that one. I thought it was a good pick. And then Avangar looked good because they started out, they lost their first map, and then they just were like, yeah, we'll win the rest of them. I was like, okay, that's fine, I guess. So now we're here, and this is not looking easy. I already have these picks mapped out, so when it has a green border around it, that just means that that's what I've already thought would happen. So we'll start with the 0-3. There's a lot of contenders. You can go with Complexity. Some people are going Hellraisers, some Big, just due to the fact that they don't have Smooya. Cloud9 maybe. G2. Don't think you could look at NIP and say that. Avangar. That's pretty much it. You can't put these 3 at 0-3, I don't think. But honestly, looking at all those teams that I just mentioned, the Hellraisers, Big, Complexity, Cloud9, G2, Avangar, I'm looking at either Complexity, but I really just want to go back to my roots and go Avangar. They failed me once going 0-3, and I don't want to chance it, them going 0-3. So I think them and Complexity will go 0-3. Maybe a Big, but I don't see a Big losing a best of 1 or losing 2 best of 1s. I think if they play 2 best of 1s, they'll win one of them. But I think Avangar will crack under the pressure of, say, MIBR if they started with them, or a FaZe, even a Cloud9 I think could beat them. Yeah, Renegades for sure. So we'll get to my 3-0 pick. Last time I chose Ints and they almost edged it out. And I know that was a bad video to watch, but if you listened very carefully to my last video, I said that Ints would win the whole major. And I will gladly stick to that, putting them at 3-0 again. And if they fail me, that's fine. If they make it, I'm very proud of them, but I still think they can go 3-0 because they are my team Graffiti, that I will stick with till the end of the major. And so I definitely think they'll make it. So if you want to not put them in the 3-0 slot, I would definitely put them down here, one of these 7. Just because the teams that they played were solid and their wins were pretty convincing, except for obviously Renegades. But all right, now we have the 7 other teams that will advance. There's two that should be in every single pick'em. Astralis and Liquid. You can't count them out. Some people are going with the 3-0 Astralis, but I don't know. That's personally just not what I'm going for because I want insta win, so I'm putting them up there. But these are 2 definite picks. These should be 2 easy points for anyone going for the easy points. My next team, I honestly have to go to Renegades. I went with them because I like fanboyed last time. I was like, yeah, I just like Renegades, so I think they'll win the whole thing. Just kidding. I didn't think they would win the whole thing. I was like, I think they'll make it just because I want them to and I like them. And then they absolutely wiped the floor with everyone that they played. And everyone that they played is one of these teams. They played Avant-Garde, they played ENTS, they played NIP. So these aren't like bad teams that they're playing against. This is like actual competition. And so that's my reasoning for putting Renegades in there. I think they'll make the championship stage for the first time ever. My 4th pick, I'm putting these in order, by the way, of how I think they'll make it. So this is the order right now. You could look at an NRG and put them in it. Their run to this part was super easy. They had Wind Strike. Was it Vici? Tyloo? I'm too lazy to look up, so I'm just gonna go off of that. I just know that none of the 3 teams that they beat are in this top 8, unlike Renegades where they're all in the top 8. And so I think they kind of had an easy run, and especially their Tyloo best of 3. They won 2-0, but they were not like convincing 2-0s. So that's my reasoning for not putting them in any part of this. Vitality also had an easy run. They lost to Tyloo at the very beginning, won the rest of them, and they played Vega 16-1. I'm blanking again. I don't know who else they played, but they're not here. And yeah, the people that are supposed to show up on this team, like Saiwoo, haven't really shown up. And my boy RPK, that I thought would pop off, is just playing obviously mediocre. So I can't put them in this at all either. The team that I'm looking at though right here is that nice reunited MIBR lineup. I think they've needed this change since they did the other change with Tarek and Stewie. And they needed to go back to this. And I think this lineup, quote unquote new lineup, will perform very, very well. So I don't see them not making it up here. My next pick, you can go a lot of places. You can go a Na'Vi, a FaZe, a G2. I don't see a G2 win. You can go Cloud9, but I have to go with NIP. I think that their integrity that they showed fighting even not good opponents, that they fought through and were like, yeah, we're gonna make it whether you like it or not attitude, won't leave them now that they're in this stage, and it will carry on to the next stage. So just the toughness and integrity of NIP is the only reason I have them making it into the top 8. My next team, 2 slots left. There's too many options down here that the persuasion to put FaZe and Na'Vi in here are so strong that I just have to resist them and put Cloud9. Now, the reason for Cloud9 is not very backed up by anything. It's just kind of like, I like the individuals that can stand out in their games. Like when they do stand out, they're super stinking good. Automatic is an amazing opera right now at this major. Flusha is on and off. I'd say more on than not. Zelsis is doing a fine job at doing his role. A little lackluster from Rush, except for like the last best of 3 series to get them here, obviously. But I think he can certainly pop off when he needs to. And then I'm blanking on the last guy. Who is that? I don't know. Oh well. I just think they'll make it. Kind of the same thing as NIP, except NIPs is more of a team unit. Like, hey, we can win this. I think Cloud9, they feel more individual and can carry themselves, which will in turn carry the team to a victory royale. And then for the last team, see, I don't like how that looks. I don't like looking at all this and seeing a FaZe. I think FaZe will pull a Fnatic and just crumble, just absolutely crumble. I think a Na'Vi will do the same thing. I think Simple and Electronic can carry to a 2-2 match, and then they'll lose that to the integrity of an NIP or something like that, and so they won't make it. At the end of the day, they just won't make it. You have Big without Smooya. God, but they do have Xantares, which is an absolute beast, but they took out Smooya for Nex, which I don't like. Again, an NRG is I can totally see why people put them here, but I also can't see myself putting them there. And I've already explained my Vitality answer, so I have to go with Hellraisers. I just think with Hobbit, the new guy on their lineup, I think he can do the solo damage and the team damage that he needs to. We haven't seen like anything from this Hellraisers lineup, but I think they'll quote unquote like crumble under the pressure of a best of 3. Like they'll go 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, and then when they need to, they'll just win it out. Not because of any like the NIP's team integrity or the solo integrity. They'll just win. They'll just be like, I guess we gotta win, and they'll do it. So this pick'em does not have Na'Vi or FaZe in it, which I'm sure I'll get a nice juicy beating for, or NRG. But yeah, I'm looking at this lineup right now, and I'm just picturing each one of these teams in each one of these slots, and it looks good. It looks good. I like it. I like it a lot. This one I'm still not sure about, but I don't want to change it, because I know if I change it and they do actually go 0-3, I'll beat myself up, and I just want Inst to win the major. So I'm picturing just like an Inst landing right about here, just going whoop whoop and winning the whole thing. So yeah, that's my group stage pick'em. Tell me what you think, and yeah, deuces.